Thank you guys so much. Omar, you never cease to amaze me. But I wrote a little something, and I want to just first off say thank you for the opportunity, for Kimmy. I value your opinion. You've done so much to kind of lead me into becoming a better leader. I also want to thank Cox, Omar, Emily. They were open to me. You know, I'm an implant, you guys. I'm not from Oakland. I'm from LA, born and raised, and everything about me, when you have a conversation with me, you'll know I'm LA. Because I never not mention it, right? Just so you know, okay? I want to thank Rachel's family for choosing me, because it's a privilege to be chosen, right? And I don't take this lightly. I take this very seriously, and I just want to impact the community like my mother did when I was growing up, and my grandmother did too. She was leader of the PTA. She was a disabled teacher. She taught disabled students, and I found all this out within the last month, and it reminded me of my mom again, because she was like, "That's why you're doing this, because your grandmother used to do this." And it kind of put it all in perspective for me, because I told her I got the award, and she wasn't surprised. And so, well, as a mother, you're not really surprised, right? So, I'm going to continue to honor Rachel's legacy by continuing to fight for our children and inspire other parents to use their voice and their power to do the same. Cox Academy, as you guys know, is in Deep East Oakland. It's a lot of Spanish-speaking parents, and a lot of them don't feel like they're welcome. They don't know how to exist in the same room if you're speaking English, and I brought them along with me and said, every time I had an opportunity, it wasn't what can Viveca do to lead, because yeah, I can lead it, but no, give this person a speaking spot. She's going to be good at asking these questions. And the parents, they started realizing that they weren't voiceless, that they just needed to use their voice in the right way. And so I want to finish this. I wrote a piece, right? Before I get into that, the last person, two people I do want to thank is my wife and my son. When I tell you, my wife supported all my efforts, and we run a business. So any time I take away from our business is time that, you know, I can't get back. So I would be at these board meetings till 10 at night, walking in the house at 12 in the morning, and she's like, "Where you was at?" I said, "I promise I was giving public comment." I promise. They was talking too much. You know how they do it. You being in board meetings, right? They was talking. Susan was with me. Susan was right there with me. And my son, who really inspires me to do this work, my son was born at 24 weeks old, and he's not supposed to be here. He's 50% of the chance of surviving, and then of that small percentage of children, he's also survived with no long-term effects and complications. So his first 6 months of his life were in the hospital, and he thrives, and he beat those odds. So I give it to him to make sure I help the children in Oakland beat the odds of illiteracy, because right now they're behind. Just like he beat those odds, I'll make sure he and the rest of the children in Oakland beat the odds that are against them in education. So what's most common question I get, they're like, people ask me, why do you do this? Like, why are you even doing this work? Why, they don't care about parents. You're not an educator, because I'm not. But I wrote a poem because I wanted to express, like, whenever I accept that question, I can say so many things, but this kind of wraps up what it means and why I'm doing this work. It's still untitled because I literally wrote it last night with the inspiration of Susan. I grew up in the streets of LA, where the term blood can either get you killed or jumped if you said it in the wrong place. A city where everyone is chasing their dreams, and on any given day you can find a vendor on the corner trying to hustle and make ends meet. In 2019, I found myself in Oakland. Not just any part of Oakland, y'all, but deep, deep east. Where the sound of donuts and pops are music in the air, and those same vendors are lighting up the streets. Despite the chaos around us, our babies still show up to learn math, history, science, and how to read. I walked away from high school lacking the A through G. At the age of 26, I went back and got my GED. I'm not proud of the decisions I made, but I'm proud that I still overcame. And all I'm trying to do is bring this hopelessly devoted heart to Oakland that LA made, to now build my own legacy and sow seeds where my mind and heart also lay. Thank you guys.